Welcome back, YouTube land, to another Let's Play of Pillars of Eternity. I'm Falagar, and the last time I was a bit of a hurry. I was running out of space. I fixed that, so I should be pretty good on space. And we just got a new party member, which is Sagani. So let's go ahead and take a look at her. Yes, so this is a full party here of 6. Great. And let's take a look at her profile. She's a dwarf. I kind of looked briefly at her profile online on Wiki, and it just said that she's a boreal elf. Did it mention that? Okay, or I'm sorry, boreal dwarf. Nasitak. I think that's how you pronounce that word. She said it before. Nasitak. Faithful companion. Okay. Abilities. Hunter's instincts. So it's passive. Plus 15 accuracy against primordials. 1 per encounter, I like that. Marked prey. 20% damage against marked targets. Designates a single target as prey, giving the ranger and animal companion a damage bonus. Second wind, of course. Stalker's link. Plus 10 accuracy when attacking the same target as animal companion. I like that. Summon. Ability. Arctic Fox. Oh, is that the pet that I have with me right now? Wounding shot. 2 per encounter. I like that. If successful, hobbled for 11.5 seconds. Primary attack. For target or user. As he or she would with fleeing prey, the hunter aims for a spot that would slow the target enemy's progress, hobbling the target and inflicting raw damage over time to it. Okay, so this affects me? I don't quite get that. It adds this to my attacks, probably. Weapon focus peasant. Okay, like hunting bow. Good thing I held on to all those fancy bows. Agile retreat, plus 12 defense when disengaging, which is something I probably will be doing a lot with her, since she seems like someone that should just hang back. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what she's using. Okay, she's using a Masak hunting bow. So this is already a unique bow. Sagani's hunting bow is made for a dual role. In her home village, the hunters pursue game both to kill and to subdue, often using blunt arrows to stun small quarry. These captured animals are sometimes raised or traded to other villages. As a result, Sagani's Masak bow can fire arrows that do pierce or crush damage, but it has slightly reduced range and damage. Go ahead and take a look at what are these other bows I have, like this one. Ooh. Plus 8. This one's plus 4. Aha. Average speed, but this one's fast. And fire arrows that do pierce damage. Warbow. This does significantly more damage. Pierce and crush. Is this already calculated? There's 15% already calculated into this number here. I wonder. Okay, we'll see how she does with that. Of course, I can give her a pistol. Fine hide armor. Okay. Yeah, that looks good. There's the animal companion, Itumak.
Ready, Watcher.
Oh, okay, so I can just click on the image. So when the skeletons pop up, I think I can click here. Not too sure. Oh, great. This is wonderful. Okay. You watch our flank. Something like that.
All right then.
This is great. I feel like maybe the chanter should be back by one, like that. Yeah. Yeah, maybe like that is good. Here we go. Puagua. Is that how I pronounce it? Puagua. Okay. Ah. Rotten leaf. by drawing energy and essence out of plants, animals, and kith. They almost have a plant-like look to them, so I'm going to assume they are also weak to fire, susceptible to fire. Okay, so let's all... I have a feeling more are going to start rushing out, so actually... Okay. We better attack.
Can't get a good...
Good. With the aid of a sympathetic soul, releasing a healing effect. Oh shit! I didn't mean to do that. Yeah, this looks good. What are these? Infestation of maggots. Ouch.
Gotta try that.
Well done. Job well done, guys.
All right then.
Is your formation messed up? Okay. Oh, nice. This wine dregs swirl around the bottom of the clay jar. Very nice. Very, very nice. would think
Ready, Watcher.
the ranger would also have some kind of backstab ability. And should be good at sneaking. Ah, stealth. Okay, so she has good stealth. No luck picking, but she can go ahead and scout ahead, right?
I'm on the trail.
Left alt, right alt.
I'll take a look.
Oh, okay. Okay, I can turn it on and off like that.
Slow and silent.
I shall be discreet.
Let's see what lies this way.
Oops, I keep hitting that when I mean to. Okay. Oh, I just mean to hit the map. Okay, so now
Ready, Watcher.
let's have Sagani
Got it.
sneak up here. See what she can notice.
Slow and silent.
Oh, a lion. Okay, guys. Head up here. There's a freaking lion. Be careful.
I shall be discreet.
Ready, Watcher.
She's still sneaking?
Right. After him, Itamok.
Okay, good. Hopefully that will get it unawares. Everyone attack.
Dead on.
Uh-oh, Sagani is... She needs to kind of bring back. Ooh. Not good. Okay, Sagani, what can you do? Ooh, you're... Are you down? No?
I'm here.
She's down.
Damn it! We gotta take better care of Aloth. Ah! Not quite! Leave it!
Ortacoa!
Wow, that was terribly done, but got the job done. Terrible.
All right, then.
I'm on the trail.
Very nice. Ooh. This hunting hatchet has a leather-wrapped wooden handle and a silvered blade covered in finely etched flames. When the blade is coated in the blood of prey or an opponent, the etchings glow a fiery gold, roaring to life. Even at rest, the hatchet smells faintly of smoke and charred flesh. I like it. I like that a lot. Okay, and where'd that hatchet go? Did it go in here? Okay. So why don't I... Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, that's good. Very good. Okay. What does this say? Waves are roughly chiseled in the stone. They grasp it on Dara's beloved moon like curling fingers. Oh, yeah. Curling fingers. Oh, I like that. Sprained wrist. And how do we fix ourselves with this? I thought the priest had something to get rid of all negative effects.
Following your lead.
Or is this you? That. Suppress affliction. Temporarily suspending hostile status effects on all allies in the area. Oh, it only suspends it temporarily? Okay.
Of course.
Wow. Should go ahead and check that out. The Long Hunt. Sagani, a dwarf from the southern island of Nasatak, has come to the Dyrwood searching for the reincarnation of Persak, an elder from her village. She's been journeying for 5 years now. The other villagers gave her Persak's Adra figurine, which contains a piece of his soul. She's been using it to track him, but it's gotten harder to pinpoint his location as she's gotten close. When she learned that I'm a watcher, she asked for my help. When Sagani is traveling with me, my unique sensitivities will allow me to see traces of where Persak, or whoever he is now, has been. Travel to the cliffs you saw in your village. When I examined the bear statuette, I felt as though I was standing atop cliffs overlooking the water. Persak, whoever he is now, must be there. Overlooking the water. Well, the only thing I could think of where water is here. I mean, sure, it could be there, but there's water here as well. A cliff. A cliff, though. Well, let's go ahead and check out the that vast city, because I think there was something. Duran says he and I are meant to travel together and that we can teach one another. He is a man of many words who seems to raise more questions than answers, but if I travel the road long enough with him, perhaps I may discover something worth learning. His brother death in Defiance Bay. He suggested there might be some records of the Saints' War in an archive in a ducal palace. Oh, okay. So in a way, it's good that we're going here. I think it's just like a palace in Defiance Bay, so okay, why not? But there was something else I read. Oh, you know what? It might be in my inventory, where it said something about meeting at the gift or in the gift, something like that. Crumpled note. This. I need you to deliver our haul for Kornd to sell. He will not speak to you unless you know the words Gik Nabyon Eildfyon. He's only found in the gift after dark. And I'm going to assume that he's speaking of Andra's gift. Let's do it. Well, you know, and this is great. I didn't mention this in the last episode, but I'm glad now that we have a female in the party, Sagani. So this is great. And if we can recruit more people. Okay, so, no, same. Same thing with her. Okay, in order to go here, okay, so I have to go to Adelwan Bridge. Oh, I didn't even read how long it said it would take, but that's okay. Wow, look at this. 4 hours have passed. Okay. How's our stronghold doing? Finished in 9 hours. Okay. Okay, there's some people here. Hi. Astrand Mariamalis. Craddock Bridgman. Hello. As you near, you feel a vibrant history contained in the essence of this woman's soul. Voices from its past seem to call out to you. You see a lavishly decorated room, walls hung with tapestries, ornate oil lamps creating a warmth, relaxing atmosphere. There are several overstuffed couches covered with silk pillows and an elegant table in the middle of the floor. This woman is seated at the table, sitting across from another woman. They are both well dressed, their style befitting the room they're in. The other woman's hair is blonde, in stark contrast to this woman's black, and is swept up on her head in a dramatic style. The women speak in an easy, free tone, obviously familiar with one another. Though they each seem to be comfortable in each other's company, a strange nervousness surrounds the blonde woman's actions. She occasionally betrays herself with a little giggle or stammer, hitching over an easy word as she speaks. Her demeanor swings from friendly to shy and back again with no warning. This woman leans back a little in her chair, stretching lightly. As she finishes her stretch, she gently lays her hand next to the other woman's hand. Oh, letting their fingers subtly intertwine. They're lesbians. That's very cool. The second woman stops speaking mid-sentence, inhales sharply, and turns red. She does not, however, move her hand. This woman smiles and moves her hand further over the other, holding it. She then stands, moving around the table toward the blonde woman, whose face shows conflicting emotions of terror and lust. So first-time lesbian, I'm sure. She giggles and pulls her hand out from under the other and brings it to her mouth, the red of her face deepening. She giggles and pulls her hand out from the other. Oh, okay. This woman stops, looking down at her, eyes sparkling. She reaches out and pulls something from the blonde's hair, letting it fall around her shoulders. Oh, she takes her hair out of a ponytail. Then she leans over, brushing her lips gently over the blonde woman's cheek, resting her mouth against her ear. Oh, this is very descriptive, and I love it. As she whispers, her hand moves lithely down the other woman's back. Her hand moves lithely down the other woman's body to her waist. Okay. The blonde shudders and leans into the hand, eyes closing, cheek pressing against the lips, still whispering at her ear. This woman hands deftly removes a small bag from the other woman's belt and secrets it under her own cloak at the small of her back. Then she gently kisses the other woman's cheek and stands again. The smile never leaves her mouth. Okay, wow. So she is Astrande Miramalis. Thought cared. Okay, it's gonna say the same thing. This man's soul. Okay, a commoner. It takes a smooth tongue to solve problems, doesn't it? Oh, is this a, this is a godling? As you near, you feel a vibrant history contained in the essence of this man's soul. You see a flurry of matted white hair and an incandescent freeze-fire staff before you. See the man, cold and wild. He chews a wizened apple slowly, discharging spell after spell into the jumble of villagers screeching their way towards him. Cold flame vents from his nose, and apple seeds shoot out of the side of his mouth as he saunters forward, ignoring arrows and curses alike. A deliberate twist of his staff and a bullet of force glides through the torso of one assailant and another. A roar blisters his throat as he launches himself into the midst, tearing into their essence with his staff. A pleading hand reaches toward him and quickly falls ignored. Silence takes hold as the tattered man gathers his prize, a basket of fresh pears. He hums as he eats. So he just basically wanted some fruits, and was attacked for his godlike looks. That's all I could think of. Welcome to Defiance Bay. Watch yourself in our city. Understand? Listen to that music. So triumphant. I love it. Now, would this be considered stealing? It's not. I'll take the fruits. I'll take more. I'm pretty sure there will come a point where it's going to be considered stealing. Okay, so I have to... Well, you can hear how lively the city is. Isn't that? 15 minutes. Lodge in your stronghold grants access to a variety of bounties. Yeah, I know that already.
Defiance Bay. The city at the heart of the Dyrwood's revolution now seems on the brink of another. Refugees line the streets, homeless and hungry, displaced by Whitewind's legacy, hoping for relief within the city walls, and finding none. Dissidents congregate to protest and to heckle, calling for an end to animancy and the ouster of their duke. The city's militiamen cast fearful looks as they patrol the streets, their hands trembling at the hilts of their weapons. The capital of a country that had not long ago incinerated a god now appears to be a spark away from sharing the deity's fate.
Ooh. I have to hear this again.
Defiance Bay. The city at the heart of the Dyrwood's revolution now seems on the brink of another. Refugees line the streets, homeless and hungry, displaced by Whitewind's legacy, hoping for relief within the city walls, and finding none. Dissidents congregate to protest and to heckle, calling for an end to animancy and the ouster of their duke. The city's militiamen cast fearful looks as they patrol the streets, their hands trembling at the hilts of their weapons. The capital of a country that had not long ago incinerated a god now appears to be a spark away from sharing the deity's fate.
So they're getting close to... The city is being close to being destroyed themselves. I like that. I like how it described it. You know, like the first thing that I see when I enter this town. You know, reading description like that is something that you don't really see too much in RPG games. If you guys know Arena, the first Elder Scrolls game, I recognize this song. When you would enter like the blacksmith shop or like an inn or tavern or something, there would be this window that would pop up, and you can read the text and the description of how it looks like in there, and I love that. And it just it gives you like a sense of what things look like, and especially in for that game. It doesn't, you know, the graphics are they're pixelated, and it's just all like CGA graphics, you know, old school stuff. But that did not distract from the fun of it. Not that I played that game back in, I think it was 94. I started off with Daggerfall, but I did go back to it maybe about 4 or 5 years ago, playing some, maybe a little bit longer than that. It has to have been maybe like more like 5-6 years ago now. Playing Arena again. and I do intend to go back to it. Maybe to kind of celebrate the Skyrim remaster, or Skyrim Special Edition now as it's called, that's coming out. But yeah, for like Arena, how it would describe things, it would help you to envision what it looked like in there. Because like I said, the lack of the graphics, which is not always an important thing to me. And this is great too, because I still find these graphics beautiful, but reading that description, it just reveals more to what you don't see, visually. So yeah, but even though the things that you do see, it still looks beautiful to me. It looks nice and well drawn, I guess.
It used to be a lot less of a mess.
Well animated. I mean, when you just look at the cobblestone floor, this awning, I think it's called, everything has this very beautiful artistic look and design to it, which I absolutely love. I'm sure this... Oh, it's not considered stealing? Oh, I guess that's still okay. Alright. The... classic ability to... just look into crates, like in Oblivion. And I think in some cases... And in Skyrim too, just open up crates and barrels and start looting everything. So that's just like a staple in RPGs. Can we allow... What are they talking about here? Less of a mess. These animancers have brought divine wrath upon us, and yet the Duke and his toadies in the Crucible Knights do nothing. Can we allow these atrocities to continue unchecked, just like what the description said when I first entered? They're on the brink of, like, discord. Almost like a civil war, or a, I'm not sure what the word is, what word to use, but like a, I don't know if civil war is the uprising, right, of the refugees, And there's going to be looting and everything, because they're afraid of animancers and mages.
Welcome.
Hello. Oh, hey. Okay, I didn't expect to. Rowan's arms are crossed and his mouth is set in a grim frown as he watches the gathered protesters. He looks ready for a fight. He sizes you up. New in town, eh? You've picked an interesting time to visit Defiance Bay. All these refugees fleeing the frontier and finding the legacies no better here. I'm still not sure what the legacy is they're talking about. It's the Animancers. Nagran scorch 'em, and they nest in this city like rats. You mark my words, though, us dozens are gonna put a stop to it. What are you doing out here? Tell me about the dozens, dirty dozens. I'd like to know about but tell me about the dozens, please. He taps his chest. We're an organization of interested citizens who want to free Defiance Bay from the dangerous influence of animancers and the tyranny of the aristocrats who support them. We also consider ourselves a militia of sorts, seeing as the Crucible Knights are little more than a flock of preening nobles in training these days. Just like a militia, the dozens. Except for the training, and the discipline, and the code of honor. Really. His eyes gleam. And we're always ready to expand. The more people see things our way, the better for the state of the country. I can't say I agree with him so much. This, he's against animancers, and which, what I understand, are like mages, like myself, so I can't really side with that. If you have any interest in hearing more, stop by Admeth's Den sometime, the Expedition Hall. A lot of free thinkers in there. Can set straight all the nonsense the nobles and the animancers want you to believe. Might even be some paid work there for motivated types. Can you tell me more about Defiance Bay, please? This is the capital of Free Palatinate of the Dyrwood. Heard how you pronounce it. We started out as the capital of an Aediran colony, but we booted the Flaccid Scepter from these lands 150 years ago. These days, we're a major port receiving trade and visitors from all over the world. But we, some of us anyway, strive to hold on the pioneering spirit that earned us our freedom a century and a half ago. The city is divided into 5 districts: Copper Lane, First Fires, Andra's Gift, Brackenberry, and Heritage Hill. He ticks each off on a calloused finger. Okay, I would like to know about Andra's Gift. Got the name because it was a wetland that was drained back in the Imperial days. Now it's a seedy district populated by sailors, common folk, and more than a few thugs, but it's a fun place too, if you know where to look. He winks and elbows you. Look, for a place called the Salty Mast when you're there. Oh, look for a place called the Salty Mast when you're there. Other than that, it's mostly warehouses and abandoned homes. Okay, thank you for all that. I don't need to know about this other places. I'll discover that along the way. Looks like the only rogue I ever had in the party was at the very beginning of the game, and he died. I like doing some backstabbing. Let's see what this is. Paladins possess a mix of support and offensive abilities. A paladin's zealous auras continually affect allies near them. Oh wow, looks like another godling. Okay. No need to check everyone. Awesome music. Actress. That miserable bastard. Problem? The woman sits by herself, spinning something on the table in front of her and watching it with furious intensity. It's about the size of a coin, and it wobbles over a crack in the wood with a metallic rattle. She snatches it up with one hand and slams a half-empty cup down on the table with the other. This is not a good time. What are you doing here? You look like you could use another drink. What's that thing you're spinning? So, what's bothering you? Or, so what business do you have here? She takes a long drink from her glass, just trying to calm down, and trying to talk myself out of something foolish. Explain, now you have to tell me. She says nothing for a few moments, as if hoping you'll leave. At last, Kanra looks up at you, and lamplight falls across her face. How did I know that's her name, though? Across her face, a purpling bruise is blossoming along her cheekbone. Uh-oh, was she physically abused? There's something I need to give to my fiancé, Prinisk. Only he doesn't seem to go anywhere without his new friends, and they're not exactly pleasant company. Okay, first of all, who hit you? She shakes her head. I know how this looks, but you don't understand. It's not like Prinisk. It's not like Prinisk. It's these new friends of his. They've brought out the worst in him. Well, tell me about the friends. They come into our house with their dead eyes and their black teeth. Pirates. I don't know where I got that from, why I said pirates, but I'm not a fool. I know what it means. Prinisk makes me leave when they show up, and it's obvious what they come to do. Last time they came, I told them to get out. Let them have their fun somewhere in the gift, but not under my roof. She scowls and then winces, her fingertips gently probing her bruise. Swiv changes you, I guess. The Prinisk I knew wouldn't have squashed the spider. I never thought he'd... She trails off, still feeling the swollen, discolored flesh. Oh, hey, maybe I could go talk to him. Survival. But Swiv makes people calm and listless. It shouldn't make them violent. Intellect. I thought Swift just made people lay around not doing much. Okay, I'll use my intellect. Okay, but from what I understand, or at least my character, I thought that Swift just makes you just lie around and relaxed. Kinra shrugs. I don't really know. Seemed better than believing he's always been this way. Perhaps I can talk to him on thy behalf. What say you? Her hand rests on the table and she clenches it into a white-knuckled fist. There's nothing more to say to him. We're finished. I just want to give this back to him and have a clean break. She opens her hand and a ring clatters onto the table. It was his grandmother's. Even after this, I don't have the heart to sell it off. But if I go back there myself, I know what'll happen. I lose my temper and I'll probably wind up with one of these. She points to her bruise. With another one of these. I'll take this ring to Prenisk then. You'll have to find another messenger. Then, my fair lady, allow me the honor of delivering this ring back to him. What say you? She looks at you and nods. The house is just north of here. Just please don't hurt him. As furious as I am, I don't want that on my conscience. Okay, agreed. So I like that. Just picked up another quest. A dwarf and an Oilan debate philosophy on the other side of the curtain. Actor, a merchant. Speak to this merchant. Want to do business? I hate to say it, but the legacy's been good for business. Brad Furus. Okay, hello. As you near, you feel a vibrant history. Okay, let's hear this. See this guy's story. You see a mud-soaked clearing, rain falling to the ground in large drops. This man is lying on his back in the muck, his hands holding open the maw of an enormous Stelgar that stands over him, its front paws on his chest. The heavy rain falls over them, playing counterpoint to the grunts made by the opponents. Dead Stelgar litter the ground around them, and the man's body shows signs of a different battle. His clothing is torn, hanging in scraps in some places. Bites and scratches cover them, his arms and leg. A huge gash cuts across his forehead, blood and water mixing as they run down his face and drip into the mud. It takes all the man's effort to keep the beast's jaw from clamping down. The man looks around wildly until his gaze finally lands on a large axe lying barely within arm's reach behind his head, the rain slowly covering it with grime and muddy water. He looks at the Stelgar and then back at his axe, grim determination on his face. His arms are shaking, and it seems he will not be able to hold the beast back for much longer. He takes a deep breath and wraps his right hand around the Stelgar's bottom jaw, then lets go with his left hand, freeing the top of its head. The Stelgar's so he just hits it. The Stelgar's mouth snaps shut on his right hand as his left shoots out above his head and grabs the handle of his axe. The Stelgar grinds its teeth and pulls back, trying to free itself from his grip, blood dripping from its mouth onto his face. With a grunt that quickly becomes a bellow of pain, the man pulls his right hand down, bringing the beast's head closer to him, swinging the axe around as he does. The blade of the weapon pierces the Stelgar's neck. So he just does this. And it yelps, its mouth popping open as it tries to step backward off of the man. Before his mangled hand can lose its grip, the man pulls and twists as hard as he can, trying to get the beast on the ground, using the Stelgar's resistance to pull himself into a sitting position. He brings the axe down on the neck again and again, and one final time as its head and his hand simultaneously come free. The head flies from his grip as he thrusts his hand behind his back and braces himself as he falls. As his hand hits the ground and his full weight lands on it, a second bellow of pain erupts from his mouth. Breathing heavily, he brings his now mangled hand up to Assess the damage. The little finger is gone, lost somewhere in the mud. The two fingers next to it are twisted, broken, ooh, and torn, oh, barely attached to his hand by small bites of flesh. He sighs, grabbing both dangling fingers with his left hand. He grits his teeth and pulls. Oh. Wow, that sucks to be you, friend. Ah, kitchen.
I can do that. That's settled.
Hope that was okay. Oh, bartender's ring? First of all, oh, it's stealing. Okay. I do like that. Ah, but it's against my... Wait a minute, I didn't say I want to take it. What is this? Oh, Conrad's ring, okay. Yeah, because I know that this game kind of follows some of the principles behind D&D, Dungeons and Dragons, where if you do things against a character's alignment, it could be bad for them, especially if it's against their deity. And I have a priest with me, so that might not be such a good thing. It might have already been bad for me to pick it, so I gotta remember that, not to do it. Okay, let's talk to the
Welcome.
bartender. The man behind the bar is nearly the size of an armoire. A handle protrudes from his back, and his face is set in a stoic frown. He gives you a small nod. Here, for a drink. Oh, here for a drink. There's a tiny pewter cup in front of him. He turns it in one broad hand, but doesn't drink from it. Oh, okay. Ah, this is great. This is a lively place. Tell me about yourself. Looking to hire an adventurer. Yeah, this is a lively looking place. It was founded in the early days of Dyrwoodian independence by a traveling scholar named Earl of Levy. He wanted a place where kith of all backgrounds could gather and hash out the issues facing their new country. Kind of like Switzerland, right? Like in just recently, Luke Cage, right? Pop's barbershop, where it's like a neutral place. He rests his elbows on the polished wood of the bar. Didn't take long for the place to fill up. Brockenberry aristocrats argued with dock workers from the Gift, while soldiers wrangled with politicians. Dyrwoodians have never been known to turn down an argument. He takes a sip from the tiny cup. Story another time. Yeah, go on. It's intriguing. Soon, kith were coming from the farms and settlements too. I guess kith are like considered people. He waves at the door, as if expecting a crowd to bustle in. This place got even more popular with the valiant sailors than the salty mast. And that was the problem. He drains his cup. No matter what people say about the fair-mindedness and civil debate, there's only so much people would tolerate. Earl found himself on the wrong side of an argument with the wrong Thane. And when he disappeared a few days later, some said it was the work of the Thane. He shrugs, spreading his hands over the bar as he surveys the room, but Errol knew which way the wind was blowing. If you ask me, he skipped town, hid out somewhere, hoping for rational minds to prevail in Defiance Bay. Oh, very cool. Yeah, I'll take a room, please. Oh, you don't have a free one? Okay, do I really need it? Yeah, I guess I kind of do. Look at this.
Gods keep you.
Common, okay, I guess I had a special 0 discount back at Gilded Vale because for helping them out. Oh, hey. Good. We should go back and pay a visit to that place at some point. Okay, now let's do that, and then later on we can work on some of this stuff here. Oh, merchant stalls for only 1 day? Oh, that's a good one. But we'll go ahead and do this one first. So that's 500. The merchant's hall is, oh, expensive. Okay. Oh, look at this. Like a boar or something? Oh, this Stelgar's pelt is thick with dust and moths. The plaque below the beast reads, Maiden Falls, 2682. Hello? Oh, okay, he probably killed it.
You're from Gilded Vale? Then you're close to home.
Close can mean a lot of things.
Surely you'll go back when this is all over.
Dunno. Guess that all depends.
I wish I had a better idea of who's talking. Oh, I guess the way to tell is you have to read it in the description box so you know who's talking to whom. Okay.
Ready, Watcher.
Okay. Something on your mind, Sagani? Whoa. Oh, okay, yeah. Sagani draws up beside you, her fox following at her heels, and it takes a seat next to you. Okay. Hey, how you doing, boy? Whatever your name was, Ixamatal, right?
Even if you are putting one over on me, it's nice to have a hunting party again.
Well, sounds like that you've been gone from home for such a long time.
5 years for me.
Yeah,
Must
5.
be 30-something for Ichimak.
Itumak, I'm sorry. Okay, Itumak. Ixamatal, oh, that's another word. Ixamatal is those kobold-like creatures. Hearing its name, the fox looks up. How goes the search, then?
It's been a long hunt. A long time away from my family. Before, I'd crossed the tundra of Nasitok following caribou herds. I didn't want to leave Kalu and our children, but I was eager to visit lands my people rarely do. But 5 years without finding him. It's like 2 hours of necking. I'm ready to be done with it.
Yeah, okay, I gotcha. Necking, just kissing before you move on to doing other things, if you know what I mean. She adjusts the bow hung over her shoulder. I've crossed the tundra of Nasitak following caribou herds. I didn't want to leave Kalu, okay, her husband maybe, and our children, but I was eager to visit. Okay. You should go home then? No. So why is it that you must find Persak?
Soul recovery is an old village tradition. We call it the Tarnek Elitsak. Once in a
Tarnek
generation,
Elitsak,
we
like
seek
that.
the soul of a much respected and long dead village elder. We tell him what's changed in the village, how people remember him. The only other Tarnek Elitsak during my lifetime happened when I was a
Tarnek
girl,
Elitsak.
not long after Persak died. We feasted on blubber and fermented milk for a week, and we honored the chosen huntress as a hero.
You know, she's a ranger, but she also seems also more like one of those tribal kind of rangers, like more tribal than usual. I know that may sound odd. Kind of like, I'm going to use Xena as an example. There's Amazons, and then there are the northern Amazons that have more of that American Indian kind of background to them and look and everything. They come from a more colder region, so they're kind of different from the more, I don't want to say tropical Amazon, but the typical Amazon that you would see in the forest, like the forest Amazons. So these guys, these type of rangers, Sagani and her people, even names like Tarnik Ilasak, the names they use, and Persak, their names and their rituals and the types of rituals they have just reminds me of those northern Amazons from Xena.
Then she left, and we returned to our duties. We still sang her name to the skies during festival season, but we otherwise didn't speak of her.
Well, I am sure that everyone in thy village remembers thee. I know I have only known thee for a short period of time, but already you have made an impression on me. You seem very kind and sweet. You're kind to say so, but I'm not so fragile that I need my name chanted in the meeting halls.
It's not being forgotten by my village that troubles me. But sometimes I wonder how my husband and children remember me, if they think of me often.
Yeah, 5 years. So it seems like my ears are just kind of itchy. I do need to get a haircut. Okay, there we go. Just have to readjust. Of course they do. They must. Returning to them is what matters. Well, of course they do. Do not be silly. I would like to believe it, and yet sometime days go by and I realize that they have not crossed my thoughts. Such days are rare, but they happen. She looks away, tugging at the strap of her quiver. It shames me to think of it, but more than that, it scares me.
Still, there's no point in dwelling on it. More often I find myself wondering whether Persak will remember us. You claim to see souls. What do you think? Do you remember your past lives?
In fragments, yes. She leans a hair breadth closer. Really? What's that like? This might make her feel a little bit better. There are parts, well, let's just say that there are things about myself that I like and dislike.
Makes me wonder what Persak remembers about our village. Or if a turn at the wheel has yanked the details out of his mind like it does for most of us.
Just time. So if we ever do find this Persak, what would you tell him about your village?
Masuk is probably much the same as it was 100 years ago. We live between tundra and frozen forests, and the land takes as much as it gives. But our hardships bring us together. And the elders truly unite us. They keep the stories of past generations, and they guide us from season to season, through good years and lean.
Itumak brushes against her hip, and she scratches his head. Recently, there's been a lot of good years. My aunts say we've had fewer clashes with neighboring villages thanks to the hunting territories that Persak helped establish. In bad years, we rely on trade with the merchants that pass our shores. We exchange walrus tusks and seal pelts for grain that lasts us the hard winters. Persak brokered a lot of these agreements too. She holds up the bear figurine. He got this one from the Alma ships that used to trade with us. Sounds like Persak did a lot for your people. I can see why you have a lot of respect for him and wish to find him, at least the incarnation of him.
That's what I'm supposed to remind him.
To her caribou skin pack. Yeah, I can see that. She just has it and then she shoves it back in her bag, in her pack. That's what I'm supposed to remind him. I like that. Sounds like you're on a hunt on your own. You feeling the thrill of the chase, or ready for this to be over? Too early to tell. I enjoy the adventure. Every day brings something new. Running around like this keeps me from what matters to me. I've been hoping to settle down. Does it matter? I don't have much of a choice this way, in this anyway. Oh, I enjoy adventure. Something new and exciting happens to me, to all of us. every moment of every day. She smiles. Refreshing indeed. She rises and stretches, looking around. We've got darkness on our side. Shall we move on? Indeed. I believe this might be a good spot to leave off on. Oh. Wow. World map. Brackenberry. Catacombs. Okay. Okay, so if I go to Brackenberry, where the hell am I? Okay, I'm in Copper Lane. I'm here. So if I go to Brackenberry, then I can go to Andra's Gift. Okay, so, but I'm not exploring all this. Holy God. Yeah. Okay, so we shall explore. Okay, Goose and Fox. Marketplace. Prince's house. Okay, so we will work on that the next time. His old self. Prentice is acting strangely, so there might be more to it than just maybe he's under a spell or a mind control or something.
Certainly.
I'm just gonna head up to where his house is, and this is where we're gonna leave off. Alrighty, guys. So this is it for now. Let's just go ahead and take a look at my team once more. Yeah, just look at that. Just so badass. Oh yeah, there we go. Love it. Okay, guys. That's it for now. And next time we are going to have a talk with this possibly abusive fiancé of Kana's. Is that her name? Of Kanra. Okay. And see what's going on with it. Maybe he is under some kind of mind control or just being influenced by his new friends. But whatever the case may be, next time we shall get to the bottom of it, and then finally, explore this place, and then get over to Andra's Gift and see what this package is. Let's see here. This note here. His own, not package. I'm sorry. Well, yeah, package. I need you to deliver our haul for Kern to sell. He will not speak to you and listen. Okay, so we need to talk to Kern about this delivery, which I don't think I have. So I'm assuming he's going to give me the quest to retrieve it, whatever was to be delivered to him. So that is it, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Absolutely badasses.